you can travel back in time, can't put any trades on, you can travel back in time and you can speak to brand new Yick trading. What pieces of advice would you give him as a new trader, the stuff that you know now?
I think that's always a very thought-provoking question. I think for anyone kind of starting out is one big thing. Two that probably come to my head is, number one, have better expectations, more realistic expectations, in that don't get caught up into the marketing of what is now. And it's grown even more now into like Instagram as well, and all the other extra avenues that you have, or, you know, Twitter traders who post their P&L every day or whatever. And you know, that's the 80% of, you know, what is online, where, you know, they're just throwing those numbers and cash in your face, or materialistic kind of gains. But understanding that trading is a career like any other, in that, you know, there's a lot of skills to take on board that you still have to develop through a process of time as a trader, and it's not immediate. I think I was a bit rushed when I started out and didn't have that right kind of mindset, that, you know, this is really a long-term thing and this is a proper career. And after maybe like 6 months or a year, I really started to adopt my thinking, and then I'd be, for example, tracking trades, tracking data, analyzing, you know, okay, how am I going to get better? Not just about the P&L itself, and really starting to think how I can improve step by step over time. So that was
rather than make this massive leap straight away. I want to be profitable on day one, knowing that there's multiple steps to getting there, and it's a never-ending journey. And even when you starting to make money, you're happy and you're comfortable, and you think, okay, well, I'm comfortable that I can do it. Still knowing that it's a process of improvement, of increasing size, or increasing this and that. Yeah.
There's so many, you know, elements and little facets to trading, like you said, which make up the overall pie. And
that's why we love it, though, right?
Yeah,
that's why we all love it, guys. Yeah, we all love it because it's enjoyable to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Because if you told somebody what's involved in it, the ups and downs, emotional swings, the potential damage to your pocketbook, no one in the right mind would come into it. You've only got to come into this game because you love the game, right?
Exactly. They only, you know, show online, you know, that number, which is really just the end result. They don't see those little bits of, okay, the hours that you put into review, the hours that you put into sleep, or, you know, health and fitness, or, you know, how you're going to plan trades better, or, you know, how you're going to adopt, you know, your daily or weekly routine different to just change, you know, the first 30 minutes of the day, for example. All these little tiny bits which eventually add up to a number on the screen. But, you know, working on all these things also makes trading not just a career, but almost as a professional athlete, is what I think. And that is probably one of the most exciting things for me as a trader, that if you view it as both a career and almost as a competitive sport, is that in trading, as much as there's benefits of, you know, the monetary gains, or, you know, the freedom of, you know, picking your hours, whatever, one of the most exciting things for me is, you know, your upside is almost uncapped, and the only thing it's capped on is your ability to push yourself. And, you know, how good are you going to be? How good are you going to push yourself to be? And every day knowing that you can, you know, take on a new challenge and work on yourself, and by working on yourself, you see those kind of immediate effects, those immediate kind of feedback of, you know, by doing XYZ this week or this month, it has translated into 10, 20, 30, 50% improvement in terms of, obviously, the clearest thing is gains, but that ability to push yourself as much as possible and really be the best you can be is not seen in many careers out there.
No, because you're restricted by politics or corporate. Exactly. It's great. So okay, let's finish on this note. So I know you're a full-time trader now, right? You're trading full-time. Where do you want to be in? I mean, obviously you love the game like I do. Can you see yourself doing this for the next 10 years?
To be honest, I want to make my first million in 12 months and then be on a beach, right? Not quite. But 10 years, yeah, I want to do this as my career. I mean, obviously I'm a young guy, but I probably knew my first kind of 12 to 24 months when I started to have that change in mindset is, go away from how much I'm going to make, but seeing that once you are a full-time trader and you're able to be, self-sufficient and consistently pump out those returns, and it's your annual salary, if you will, and you can really kind of step out there and acknowledge that you are a trader and that's your job title, then you're always going to be, you're always going to have money, right? The money kind of sorts itself out. People who get involved think of the money first, but what they don't realize, if you're able to trade full time, and like we just mentioned, that kind of upside is limited to how much you're going to push and grow yourself, then the money's always going to be there. I mean, the average returns of any full-time trader is quite handsome, and you don't have to be making millions or driving a Lambo. You know that as a trader, you're going to make a comfortable living. So for me, it's, once you can adopt that and work towards that, then you can trade for as long as you want, and the kind of gains, if you will, should kind of take care of themselves. Individually, that's what I like to do, but also, like we said, in a group environment, be able to work with other like-minded individuals in the kind of that team environment. If you're able to kind of grow the aspects, and you always want to be working with people in your field and learning from them, and that's another exciting thing for me, like over time, is how can I network, reach out to more traders, similar to me, better than me, new guys who are going to push me on or express new ideas to me, and that's another thing over time in my career that is exciting for me to grow.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, great. Well, thanks very much. Appreciate it. And maybe we'll do another one soon.
Yeah.